Yo, what's going on, guys? Phil Cape here, back with another MLB The Show 23 video. And in this video, we are doing a franchise rebuild, the old Moneyball method, using the Athletics here. And we're going to do a draft-only rebuild. So we're only going to be using players that we draft, keeping on our team going forward. And we're going to try to do it until we win the World Series. So this could be, a 10-year thing. So maybe about 10, 15 episodes on this rebuild. So hope you guys buckle in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to follow in, and comment down below what you think uh, going forward. So first thing you want to do is make sure your scouts are right. So I've already went here and kind of looked at them, and I got who I wanted here, and I'll kind of show my reasoning. So usually you can't get three elite scouts at like everything. So what I tend to do, if I can't find like a too many dual people that can do both position players and pitchers, um, the first thing I look for is efficiency. I need very efficient scouts. That's basically accuracy. So that's basically their accuracy rating and what they're actually scouting. You can look at it that way. So this is my scout, Walter Lucy, and he's basically going to scout position players for me. I'm going to do it manually, and I'm going to scout position players only with Walter Lucy because that's what he's good at. Okay, and this guy here, he's going to do the opposite. He's going to scout pitchers. This is going to be my pitcher only scout, Gary Beckham. And Ken Ponsum, obviously I paid the most for him. I was able to get him, and he can actually do a little bit of both. He's a little better at pitchers, but he's solid at both, and he's also really good at discovery. And discovery is nice. Those are decent. I wish that one was a little higher. So you don't have to discover a lot. You're gonna have a lot of players already scouted in the later rounds to scout and all that stuff. So that's where discovery is gonna help out there. Those are all pretty solid there. So that's what we're liking there. So we need to get to our first day of scouting, and we'll kind of show you guys what we do a little bit more in depth here in the first episode here. So we want to go to our scouting here, and I basically just like to scout the prospect. Scouting positions, discovering new prospects is a complete waste of time in my opinion. So basically just scout out guys around your pick. And then I like to do a lot of non-ranked guys. And pretty much what you want to look for is guys with high potential already. So start with those. You're wasting your time trying to scout. Even guys like this sometimes, the 78 to 92, he's probably not going to be that good. This guy's going to be much more better to scout. He's going to most likely be a better player, things like that. So that's things you can look for when you're scouting, like this 65. Don't waste your time scouting that 65. At least go find like an 87. I don't even waste my time. A lot of times I'll go find like a 95, somebody with a good rating, or a 99 right there potentially could be. And those are kind of things. But first, I like to do my first round pick. So we're about the sixth pick, and we have a wide range here. Things I don't like this high in the first round. I don't draft relief pitchers, and I don't draft closing pitchers this high in the first round. I can get those at least in the comp rounds or in round two or later to fill out my team. So we're definitely not going to be looking at those guys. You'll see a lot of closing pitchers high in the first round. I don't waste my time scouting them. So I think we could start. My first scout is a position player scout. So let's go ahead and this guy's a good guy to start with, the fifth rated guy. He's got a good potential there. Definitely want to look at him. And we are getting 90 scouting per week. That's fantastic. It is because he's an older prospect there at 23. So we'll take that into consideration. So next guy, we should probably start here at 4, or maybe we'll start at 3. 3 could slide to 6, so maybe we'll better take a look at him, and we'll maybe take a look at 4 here with this our multi-scout here. So then you use the scout, finalize, and you go to the next week. You keep doing that. And I'm not going to show every week because I think they'll be too boring. But I will come back here and we'll look at the board here before we get into the draft and kind of go over some prospects. Okay, we're back, and I think we are on like our last scouting. Yeah, week 14 of 14 of scouting. So we'll kind of show you what we got going on here, and we got guys all over the place. Um, but yeah, so we got our guys up at the top of the draft here that we got scouted, and I kind of just wing it. I don't really try to target guys specifically. I just kind of see who's there, who's available at the pick, and then I kind of look forward once the draft gets on for some of the other guys I have scouted later to make sure I'm not picking the same positions over and over again. But other than that, I kind of just wing it. Um, but if you see here, we got guys, not to be senior fillers, but we got some guys back here scouted, some nice guys there, 90, 95 potential. He is 22, a little bit lower overall, but still should be a good prospect to get. Guys like that. Another nice looking shortstop here, potentially. Again, older, but nice. Um, that guy didn't turn out too good. Maybe I'll target a couple third basemen. It doesn't look like we found too many good third basemen. Could scout him potentially to another. There was quite a bit of first baseman I scouted. A couple catchers. But that's what you want. You want to see these guys with 80 to 90 potentials. Is what we're looking to target to get on our team. To start this rebuild. So that's kind of how I do that. And we'll go back to the draft and we'll go through the draft. And we are back for the draft here. So let's see who we can get here to start off our draft only rebuild, guys. Let's do it. And like I said, I don't do anything like that. Skip them to the queue. Let's just go to the draft here. And I used to think this kind of part here was kind of cool, but after seeing it a few times, it's just kind of. I wish you could skip it. It's to say the right word. I wish you could skip it a little bit faster. Not even too interested in seeing who they take. I'll take a glance at it here when I get to my pick. But yeah, that's about it, really. Looks like they got that. That must have been that catcher, number one guy. Yeah, catcher. So I didn't even scout him. I knew he was gonna go. This guy went kind of glad because his potential wasn't that great anyway, and him not that. I mean, pretty solid, but upside may not be there with the number one pick. And who'd they take here? 89, 84. That's a pretty good first baseman. Definitely could have taken him as well with our pick. It looks like he is gone, but that's fine. We don't necessarily need guys because that guy's pretty ready. We don't necessarily need a guy right now because we're building a whole team and we're not gonna have a whole team ready in 1 year. But we do have some tricks up our sleeves to how to get more draft picks. I will link that video in the description and up there up above. You guys can check that out, how to get more draft picks to accelerate your rebuild. And we will be doing that a little bit to get us going, things like that. I don't know how long we'll do it, probably till we get like a stacked minor leagues. Then we'll kind of back off of it a little bit. But definitely do that. You're going to help out you guys tremendously. All right, we got 3 minutes here to do our pick. Starting pitcher, 93 on the tops of the potential, 81. He is 19 years old. Not bad at all. Has pretty solid numbers. Has good pitch velocity, pitch break there. Okay, who we got? This guy is a tad bit more upside. Isn't scouted all the way, so it could actually come down. Sometimes it like, kind of trickles down, maybe. Does have a higher chance of being better right now. That is interesting. And most likely is better right now. So that's a potential Andres Aquino. Interested. I'm interested there. Okay. Wow, this guy really jumped up my board. He was a non-ranked guy, and they got him as my 7th best prospect there. So maybe we can get him with one of our other picks, but we'll see if somebody don't take him. We're not going to take him with our first pick. Decent looking center fielder here. We'll check him out a little bit more. 80 to 95. There wasn't a lot of center fielders. You can always get starting pitchers pretty easily. Has good power numbers for a center fielder. Just okay on the contact there. Vision, okay-ish there. Fielding, we'd like a little bit more fielding there and reaction. He does have elite steal and speed. May take a pass on that. Maybe hope for somebody else in the future. Another starting pitcher has a hair bit more upside than those other guys, but I think I'm gonna go back to that other guy. If we're getting farther down our board here, I don't think I want to go that far down. I think I like that. Where'd that guy go? Oh, I'm going too far, aren't I? It was Aquino. I like this guy a little bit more because of his overalls projected a little bit higher right now, and that's kind of appealing because I don't have guys. But I just feel like that's gonna possibly mean he's gonna be a better player. He did opt out. I do like those numbers across the board. Those look very nice. So I think I'm gonna take him. I think that's who we're gonna get for our starting pitcher to be our ace, kind of essentially to lead this rebuild going forward. All right, let's sim to our next pick here. We have a competitive bounce round A pick here for being a poor team here. So let's see who we got here. That closing pitcher did get taken, being not ranked and all that stuff. So I like to go by scouted a lot. That way I'm looking at pretty much people that I have scouted and I was interested in. You see here, I got a nice long list of people, so we're not too worried there. I think I had it on starting pitcher because right here's that closer, and we may, I don't know, we may push him down. Closer's not that big of a need right off the bat. This third baseman is a potential. Does a solid all-around bat there. Good fielder, good reaction. Could use a little bit more arm accuracy and stuff like that, but maybe we'll get that out of him. We'll see. Catcher, could potentially get a catcher as well. What other catchers did we have? There's a couple catchers here we're looking at, and really he's not the best looking one. So I think we might wait and go down here a little bit more on him. So maybe get that third baseman and possibly a relief pitcher because they'll probably get taken up here if not. And that guy is the better guy, so I think we're going to go third base. Let's double check here. What other third baseman do we have scouted? This guy is probably a worse prospect, and I think we can probably get somebody else. So I think we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger on Vasquez. And then we just had two picks away there. We got another pick here. And I think I wanted to go with this relief pitcher and not the closer. Maybe we can get the closer with our next pick since he was not ranked. A lot of the times you can get these guys later, but as there is only like 2 more left. So maybe we should take that into consideration. I think we're going to get this relief pitcher. Our team really likes him, so we're going to take him. Let's take him. Okay, and we do have a nice relief pitcher here that we have scouted still, so I think we can go ahead and still get a relief pitcher that we were looking at. Let's go ahead and pull the trigger on him. Probably should look to see, maybe I could have got somebody else, but I feel confident there. Looks like probably need to dial in either. I think we might. Well, this guy's a little bit better now. So he has a better chance of actually, becoming a solid player. But I would miss out on this shortstop as well. I think he'd be gone by my next pick. Probably get this center fielder maybe. Oh, man, there's some nice solid players here. All right, who do we want to get? A lot of good players. A lot of good players to choose from here. A lot of good choices here. I think we're going to go with the shortstop. We could use a shortstop. It is a little old, but again, we're going to take what looks to be a good player. And we're going with premium position. Maybe we'll get a center fielder there. It's looking like a good possibility. Let's see what else. Maybe the left fielder. I don't think he'll be there next pick, but maybe one of these first basemen will be, or that catcher definitely will be. So I think we're going to go with the young center fielder here. Got a little bit of goes on developing, but I think he'll be a good player. And I think we're going to go catcher. Take a catcher. We need a catcher. Always need catchers. Probably take maybe one next year or the year after that. Definitely gonna need a few catchers. So let's see how we did in our draft as we try to sign them, and we'll show you kind of how I sign them. Seems to be a little bit differently than some other people. A lot of people focus on the interest being super high and everything like that. I have a couple guys here in the 40s. Some people wouldn't even target these guys because their interest is so low. We'll get those up to signability. We're going to work on these guys first. And you see when you add more players, the interest goes up. So these are 5 and 3 interest there. And if we added another player, it'd be going down to 3, 2, and 1. So that's not as effective. We're getting more interest here if we just do 2 players. And since most of these guys are pre-scouted and we're not too worried about that, we're going to go ahead and advance, and we're going to go ahead and go to the next day to sign. And we're actually going to skip it because we know we need more interest anyway. So no, we don't want to stop. We're going to keep going, and we'll go to the next one and see where we're at in that department. So we're at 50% on him and 48 there. So I think we're going to go one more round at least before we attempt to sign here. And here we go. Oh, this guy, wow, that's kind of weird because he was already 100% scouted, and then like the more I scout him here, this kind of potential moved. It's kind of odd. We'll see what he actually is when he signs. But let's see if we can't get him signed. Slot value is 205. We'll give him a little boost there to see, and he took it 56%. See, a lot of people don't even attempt to sign guys at 56% because they don't think they're going to, but sometimes you just give them a little bit more money, or especially if they're a late round pick and you can give them some more money, and that can definitely get them signed as well. And looks like we got this guy here we could build a little interest on as well, and we'll throw him some money here just to try to see where he's at, and he did decline that, so we're going to try to build that up a little bit more. We'll go to the next scouting day here, and we're not interested in any trades. And again, we'll offer him a little money, try to get him to 60% there at 1.2, and he did decline still, and he's going to need a little bit more time. So let's go one more day, and then we'll if we have to, we'll take those guys off and try to sign some of these other guys. That's always an option as well. So he's up to 61. We'll give him contract there. He's up to 64, and we finally did get him there, so that's nice to clear up some priorities. We're gonna leave him there for a second, and try to get some of these other guys up here, and we're gonna try to sign him just under slot here. That gives us 61%. Did decline. Try to work up the interest a little bit and take his slot up a little bit. He's 70% right there, and we did get him AJ Stark, and probably get this guy to sign. Got him to sign, and that's our last guy. So we're on our last 3 guys here, and so we'll go and try to build a little more interest since we have a little bit more time, and see if we can't get some of these guys signed up here. Zeke Morales. Get this guy. Russ White declined. Here's our #1 pick. Give him a little bit more. And we only got that 1 guy left here. We're going to go build a little bit more interest as much as we can here to our last day. And then we're going to offer him all of our remaining money here to get this guy signed. And hopefully he takes it. If not, I lost my 4th round pick, but 74% chance is a pretty good chance here. I think he's going to sign. And we did. Whew. So we did get all of our guys signed, and looking pretty good there. 91 to 96 potential there. Russell White looking like a solid pickup. So let's go ahead and see what these guys' potential are for our team. See what the damage is here. And wow. These guys really choked it for me. Andres Aquino, man, really choked it for me. Wow. That's one of my worst picks ever. I mean, sometimes that's how it rolls. The scouted potential is 78 to 90, and man, I hit it down there at 78. That usually does not happen. It's usually up in the higher. So sometimes that's why you take some of these more sure guys with these a little bit higher potentials. Maybe that's a caution for later. Going forward, but hopefully he'll develop a little bit better than that. But we'll see what happens. And looks like we'll probably still need a 3rd baseman because I don't think he's going to check out as well. Closing pitcher looks to be solid there. 18 years old, 93 potential. And this relief pitcher looks pretty good for a relief pitcher. 84 is pretty solid. 94 shortstop. So we did hit a really nice shortstop. We did really well in the later rounds. I usually do pretty well in the later rounds. So we have a 58 overall, 94 potential shortstop, and a 96 overall Zeke Morales center fielder. Very nice again. And a catcher as well. A couple nice prospects there. So, we hit on some, kind of missed on some there. I think we're going to have a little more consistency going forward. But overall, I think that's going to be a W. And, yeah, we're just going to simulate the rest of the year. And we'll start up. This will be the end of our episode 1. Basically, and we'll start up episode 2, showing these guys on the roster next year, showing their potential, and get into scouting for next season. And we'll kind of do, hopefully, maybe a little bit more going forward, seeing how some of these guys do, things like that. Make sure you guys do hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, and follow this rebuild all the way through, and comment down below. Tell me, what I do messing up in the draft, whatever it is you think. Let me know in the comment section below. Peace. We're out of here.